GFINITY Season 9 Pro Placements. Winner will move on. Loser will drop to the lower bracket in a best of one. And it will still be alive, actually, to make it into the first bracket in a Pro League. But I'm Helium. With me, Dust. Take us through this pistol round.
Yeah, it looks like we do see the bomb going towards upper B. So Gramps and Effie, they got smoke each. So they're going to smoke stairs and jungle, I'd imagine, and fake A. This is definitely going to be a B hit. Wow, I read that right. Also, they had a player swap. Sin's now playing.
So it looks like they got everybody. Wrath has stayed around, so now they're back to their full strength lineup. They did have a stand-in there on Cobble. Actually, two stand-ins initially, then Wrath came in and things kind of turned around. But Vault CT side was very, very strong. Gramps pushed past Sandwich and Stairs, looked into the connector abyss for a second, but then decided to hide away. And, well, that was very well sold. Everyone had rotated over. This will be checked. Nerdy's holding out, but maybe the retake looking pretty successful. Still up to Mitch and Rarkar, though. Fighting chance. Rarkar going to split out of market very, very quickly. Food, though, on top of the bomb will take him down, and there's Wrath cleaning up the last bit of the mess. Food to defuse.
Nerdy just overextended. Like, he was actually actively peeking catwalk and trying to kill people in connector, and they caught on to it pretty quick. So, I mean, they knew he was ladder. They watched him go into it. So, I mean, that kind of hurt Vault out a lot. The other big thing about it is if you're going to run that type of fake, you have to get some kills. Otherwise, you're still going to face a 3 versus 5 on the retake. So it's all great and dandy that you forced the rotation off and you got the bomb plant inside the site, but if you can't get a single frag, it's still going to be really, really hard to hold post plant. That, or you have to dip out of A and like just leave one player behind, actually just like maybe like a really late rotate or something, and like try to at least keep a 4-on-5 going on the other side of the map. But neither one was chosen, and so Vault just kind of got overwhelmed in the end. They will Tech 9 up here. Even though they had the bomb plant, they won't, go for the third round AK buy. They're going to go for the full purchase here and now.
All bombs going down all across the site. Not so worried about jungle and stairs. Just trying to get the bomb in and get it down. A lot of cover on the site itself. Look at Mitch, though, with this deagle. One over stairs, one off a triple. Great one deags from him. And wow, Vault coming back in a big way in this first round. One bullet that Food shoots actually does tag Mitch, who now has crossed over to that triple box. Nade out. Actually doesn't go that deep. It does a fair amount of damage to Mitch, but still having to deal with Rarkar. That's going to be a problem. Now they both show themselves, and there's Mitch. Sick deagle kills on that round. That basically wins it for them.
Yeah, I mean, definitely the deagle kills did. Also just a good, smoke setup. It's kind of more of that 3 smoke setup you kind of used to see like Na'Vi kind of run back in the day. Then it got turned to like the 5 smoke setup that you saw Kaboom start using at the beginning of 2015, and it's just a really powerful way to block off all the rotation spots and just kind of ensure a bomb plant. But added to that was the fact that Mitch hit some dirty deagle shots and prevented any type of retake from working out. So Vault strike back early, pretty much forced B's money crew into double save territory. So Vault should be able to edge this thing out to a 3-1 now. As long as they don't fall prey to some type of stack or trap or something. They're going to go up or B against just one player, so
yeah,
good choice.
Pretty vanilla round here from B's money crew, and also they didn't buy really anything. There's Wrath had a 5-7. Food might have had something, but no one had armor, so it's not really that good of a chance. Bomb goes down 5-on-3 now. B's money crew going to do what they can to find the exits, and all right, oh, that's so unfortunate. Where were those bullets going? Looked like the aim maybe was just a little to the right. I don't even know.
So Vault, win that clean. Don't drop a single player so they can move those MAC-10s forward another round, collect even more cash with them, and really put together like a super duper bank, which would basically mean that they wouldn't be saving for a few rounds even if they lost. So that's certainly good for them. I mean, you said this was a map that that Vault's been pretty successful on. If I remember correctly, you kind of knew him for this map. Anything in particular to look out for from Vault on this map when we get to the gun rounds, or?
I haven't really seen them on it. I just know that they pick it and play it all the time and have good results.
Oh, okay. All right, well, that's fair enough.
Through the data, I expect it to be a strong map for them. And we will get to see them play it here now. Gramps and Rarkar again just surviving. 2 rounds of upgraded pistols for B's money crew. No one buying in for the armor, and that says to me that they really want to have a strong presence on this first rifle round. Also, it sucks to lose the pistol and get hard reset when you're on the CT side. Or win the pistol, then lose and get hard reset. Also, they might want to get some ops out on the field based on those buying patterns.
Yeah, I remember Sen being an offer.
Sin has a lot of money.
Yeah, so maybe he still plays that role on this team. Yeah, looks like he does. He will pick it up. Mitch also picks up the op here for his team. He has like a really good mid spawn, and actually gonna be a double op here for B's Money Crew, which B was toting the op on Cobble.
That sense.
And Mitch is actually gonna take us out. Even though he had a great mid spawn, he's actually taking it up for B.
And we'll slow it down too. So not worried about getting super aggressive into the first rifle. Maybe they know B's Money Crew's tendencies to try to go for the double ops quick on Mirage, and Mitch didn't want to have to try to take that battle.
I guess. I mean, they're setting up for some type of heavy A hit here. I guess Mitch is just going to try to cut off rotates.
Yeah, crazy that he'd do that with the op, though. Just really hoping someone would peek and get aggressive B or underpass.
Yeah, this is certainly a different way of playing this map. Really good smoke wall, though. No one can see Jack.
Hey. Well, actually, a bit of a one-way for B, but no one pushed into that alley or line of sight, I guess, at all. So it didn't really matter. The bomb still went down in the smokes that were on the front of the site, and everyone retreated out very nicely into their post-plant. So you can see the execute seemed to be pretty on point. Deca, though, with the jumping M4 A1S headshot, but it's still not going to be enough. Food on triple, and there's Mitch. Does actually end up finding 2 kills for himself. So Mitch has the lurk and the nice set take. Really good A take we've already seen from Vault thus far.
Yeah, I mean, and that's kind of 2 different styles of team you see on this map. For Terrace is like the team that really likes to do that more like mid-control heavy style, which is, you know, teams like Navi, like Fnatic, these different teams. And then you have the teams that were like heavy execute teams, which was more of like the Brazilian teams. Though now everyone's kind of drifted more towards having some type of basic mid-control, but Vault has really strayed away from that. They've really been super A heavy, and it's been successful. So, I mean, I guess don't fix what's not broken, so to speak, as they will win yet to another clean round without dropping a single player, it looks like, against this echoing B's Money Crew. So 5-1 score. Lots of money being stored up here. And, I mean, this is looking pretty good for Vault.
Yeah, it's looking really good. And I think maybe Cobble is just not a map they play that all that often, because the T side, it didn't seem to be working out. Although on the CT side, they got things together pretty nicely. But it was still just a lot of let's always hit B and less of a default transferred into other things. And Mirage has been pretty strong. I mean, we haven't got too far into the match, right? Like, Vault go for, hey, let's throw smokes and get the bomb down on our force up. They happen to win it because of Mitch's 1-deags. Then they're just surviving anti-ecos. Doesn't really matter too much what you do then as long as you work together. And then they try A one more time, and it works out great. So I'm sure they'll diversify a little bit more as this progresses. But into another rifle round, the second for B's Money Crew. If they don't get this one, then they're going to be in a bit of trouble. Maybe panic mode.
Yeah,
double
they're
ops
investing
once
in
more.
double op again. Yeah, exactly. And this time it's going to be on Wrath instead of B, so it's Sin and Wrath. So again, different. Wrath will take his op, push Cats, and of course is playing the typical window spot, but Smoked also will be forced back. And Mitch throwing a really cool connector smoke that I actually saw Fallen teaching people, which really just, I think this means he wants to go Cat.
Is it the reverse connector one?
Yeah, it's on the other side by stairs. But it actually pushed deep jungle. That's what it was. It was a different way to throw jungle smoke. And so Vault trying to actually push connector into the A side, but they're getting shut down right now by Deca.
Yeah, you can pretty much throw them all from there. Or if you happen to even miss the one at connector, it kind of covers jungle. I don't know. I've been working on that one myself. I haven't found the most consistent thing to line it up off with. So maybe I need to go watch Fallen's video.
From his stream. I think it was on Reddit like last week.
I'm sure I could find it. I had pretty much figured it out myself, but that one palm tree that you want to line up off of actually sways in the wind, so it's kind of annoying. As Wrath hits that op shot and B's Money Crew with the double ops, everyone getting involved except for B. Deca had to get 2 kills.
Probably even got the bomb planted there. It was a 1v3, but he found a way to fit it in. And it's not like Vault was hurting for cash or anything, but they're just going to add a little bit more to their wallets going forward. And BMC also finally able to put a round together, but need to be careful here. They have to rebuy, what, 3 players? And their money could get reset right now. So they're still certainly not out of the woods yet. This is definitely kind of one of those really tense rounds where you got to win it, or a Vault literally just kind of starts steamrolling ahead of you again.
All AKs, all full utility for Vault, the short catwalk smoke to get that brief top of mid control. They'll dodge the nades and lining up another one off of that box. Nade into the window. Wrath has shown himself off the catwalk aggressively. Lots of flashes going in. So Wrath going to be forced to back off, but B will win out onto Gramps, who tries to sneak in through underpass. Gramps kind of hiding out in the smoke there.
Yeah. Nicely done to hold out the underpass, but that was big, and now Wrath able to re-aggress on the catwalk and take Nerdy out. So already 2 men down is Vault. So spin control not really working out so far. They're still wanting the split A. It could be up to Mitch, who is in Palace, has spotted 1 stairs. Also knows that Deca's under balcony. We'll actually molly him and nade him out, but there's no one there to really catch Deca crossing at A ramp, so he'll just kind of get out of there.
Get out of jail free card, but unfortunately he ran into the executioner, and that was Rarkar waiting over at A ramp still. Bomb is at A ramp dealing with Food, who was kind of pushing in behind, but he's really backing off. He's giving them some space. He's throwing flashes, and he's getting out of there. Still, he's blocking their transition through spawn, so he was just playing it pretty safe. Going to rely on his teammates within A, and now he'll drop the bomb where it started the round in T-spawn. And all right, Mitch with the bomb and a chance. Not a whole lot of time. I think they realize he's going to have to go A, but even still, Wrath is holding out on Cat. He can watch the cross on the site. Mitch, oh man, he's not going to check this at all.
Almost didn't matter.
Yeah, B doesn't get it very cleanly, but he does get it.
So now we see B's Money Crew avoiding the money reset, stringing together a couple of rounds in a row, starting to build some bank, starting to finally tap into Vault.
Got it.
Nailed it.
Vans and I about killed all the Vault and Ace Gaming puns.
Oh, really? What Ace Gaming puns did you come up with?
A bunch about holding the cards and ace in the sleeve.
Oh,
this team's gonna fold, etc.
Got it. Nah, that is pretty good.
Or flying aces, and you know, there's you can figure it out. Mitch now trying to go for a B hit, making contact on B. Wrath might be able to shut this down over here from catwalk still.
What's your favorite strat?
Will jump out. It's Kevin's favorite strat, but I also agree it's pretty effective as long as you don't get spotted or people don't make noise. But if you don't go fast enough, things fall apart because you have no map control.
Do they hear those bullets on
B's
B's flank?
Exactly what B is doing. Yeah, B is pushing up from behind. He's going to bring down Nerdy. Oh, no, but he gets a little too confident. Pulls out a nade to try to clear something further, but still there was traffic up there in the hallways. Gramps gets opt out of the server pretty much. Nice shot by Sin. 4-5, just like that. It swung back to be pretty even.
Yeah, I mean, now we got ourselves a game at this point. Vault did get a bomb plant, though, and they're, like, starting to approach max loss bonus as their reserves are fading out. So I feel like they're never going to be forced to save at this rate. Like, I feel like they'll always have enough money to force something out based on the loss bonus and everything. Unless they, like, do some type of win-one, lose-one scenario. But for now, B's Money Crew is not going to be able to get an easy round just yet.
Early nades to A ramp, but not going fast enough, and Vault back to what was working for them. Going for their A takes. This time they will leave Gramps on the lurk over in B. Going to come up through underpass and connector if he can. And there they go. Smokes are going to be thrown. How will they deal with this? It's going to be Deca on site, B in connector. And there actually isn't anyone at CT right now.
God, look at all these Molotovs. Holy cow.
Yeah, there's a lot of fire on the ground. From both teams, it looks like. Trying to clear out all those close positions, but it's Deca behind the default box. That's still causing a problem. Wrath nearly connects one through the smokes and into Palace. B looking over stairs, gets one, and now Gramps on that flank, stab it in, gets two. But it's not enough. They fall. Food and Sin holding on, and a team ace from B's Money Crew. That ties it up 5-5.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because Vault mollied under balcony, but they still had a guy who went in first sight who checked it anyway, even though it was mods. There's no way someone could have been there unless he was eating a bunch of damage. That's actually what caused Deca, who was inside the site, to get that initial frag, was because he was the second area that was peaked. He was able to get kind of like a free frag in someone's back, and I think that was like actually a huge difference maker in that round. Which is not, I guess, trusting your own Molotov to clear out a spot for you.
They really were worried
really
that if it didn't take a bounce, I don't know if it goes quite far enough to hit the little cinder blocks that are under there that you can sit on. Or like it has to spread to them. It'll only do about half health to the person that's sitting on those blocks.
Yeah, but he was checking the like the left corner.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not sure what that was about. Seems a bit odd. But yeah,
I mean,
there was fire everywhere. There was so much fire that it had to be from both.
Smoke as well. So if someone pushed that smoke, they'd actually take a lot of damage. That was like really well designed. I'm surprised it didn't work better.
Well, here's Food playing a very OP spot. He's going to be able to get that Molotov out as well. That'll force Vault to jump out the window, and that's where Sin's got his crosshairs. They are starting to cross the windows, though. Now Wrath's op getting involved. That'll bring down Mitch. Nade to go in should cause some damage. Oh, only 10 damage to Rarkar. See if these guys can't hold on 2v3. Can't really move because Wrath has them in his sights. Now, yeah, they know Effie's advanced. Now they definitely know because Effie shot his AK. He'll get Wrath on the run-up. Doesn't even seem to notice B as he peeks out initially. It didn't matter anyway. Deca was going over the van and would have had it.
I mean, B's money crew. It's now 5 rounds in a row. 3 of which were defuses. I mean, a lot of bomb plants coming in from Vault, but they're just not able to hold off the retakes anymore like they were earlier.
I don't think Vault's ever saved in this whole game.
They haven't had to.
Yeah. It's pretty funny, actually.
As they ran out of money from losing 5 rounds in a row, they hit max loss bonus in the same process.
Yeah, and they've been getting the bomb plants as well. So just, and then even after losing pistol, they force bot immediately too. So
like literally at worst, they're getting $4,200 a round. I mean,
that ain't bad.
Over here. Oh. Depends on who you are, what perspective you're looking from.
I mean, I guess it's pretty much good for everyone unless you're an opper.
I meant like if you're B's money crew, you're probably not happy about.
Oh
that.
yeah, it's definitely making it hard on them
time.
because likely, yeah, this whole time the terrorists buying. B's money crew, they're the money crew, but if they lose 1 round, they're gonna have to save. Spending too much money on partying and womanizing.
They threw the fake at A, but they didn't cause any noise, so Sin and B's are already rotating.
See, Nerdy really stepped it up on that CT side of Cobble. See if he can do something here. Peeks out into Sin at the market, and Wrath moving in with his op. These ops have been a problem. Wrath with 2, Sin with 2.
Yeah, I just feel like fakes can't really work that way on this map. Like, you have to, if you're gonna throw a fake at 8 and hit B, I feel like you have to only use like maybe 1 or 2 people to do it. But they literally had their full team outside A throwing 5 smokes and flashes. And that does maybe initially pull someone, but in the time it takes you to double back to upper B, and the CTs don't notice any commotion inside the site, they're still gonna beat you back to the B bomb site. You know what I mean? So like the timings just don't work out on that.
Seems better that you'd fake A with 3 and have 2 all ready to go at B, and then the full 3 people can move out A if they get a kill. That really is going to bring that rotation over.
Or just pull that 1 extra guy off B so only 1 is there, and just rely on like 2 or 3 people to kill that guy and take the B bomb site like with just 2 or 3 guys. You know, like you just can't throw that fake with 5 players. It just doesn't work.
And the T side has all but fallen apart now for Vault. This is the first time they've not bought, and even still they bought more or less. They even up the money with Tech 9s and armor. This one hasn't worked out at all. Trying to push through smokes to clear out bench. That was unsuccessful, and Mitch wasn't even able to get out of the apartment, so he'll go down. And getting close to the end of the half here. So far, no answer for Wrath and Sin with the ops.
Yeah, it was looking really dominant from Vault in the beginning of this game. Up 5-1 at one point, but that has quickly slipped away as lost their last 7 in a row, but they still ain't saving, boys.
Nah, man. Who saves? Saving is for old people. Need that retirement money. Not Vault. As B holding off the smoke at A ramp. Deca also playing pretty close under the balcony there. All right, they're getting pinched on pretty hard in this site. Wrath will finally go down. And yeah, Deca's dealt with in sight. B's able to get 1, and if he got that second, it could have got sketchy. Vault, get in. Bit of a gap here in the CT smoke. Peeking out, Rockar's been spotted. Trying to cross, is brought down. Nice shot by Sin. That evens it up to a 2-on-2, and look how healthy B's money crew is. Meanwhile, Vault are bleeding out. Mitch is broken his leg. We'll go with that. But it doesn't matter. Gramp's still hitting the headshot onto Sin, and it's food. He knows where this man is in Sandwich.
Oh, didn't see him.
Yeah,
but it does have a good. That's the smoke.
The smoke is there. Mitch is not going to go fast
Mitch.
enough.
No, Mitch.
Closest round yet.
So he had a Molotov. Why didn't you just throw it on the bomb?
I think he might have just got it as he was backpedaling out of there.
Oh, really? Dang. That would have been so useful. A little bit sooner. Wow.
Or just spam or shoot or do something, right? Make that person maybe freak out and get off the bomb. Instead, he was hoping it was a fake.
I guess it is pretty rare that you
It's
stick
hard.
it literally the first time. 1v1s are always tricky like that, but I would love to know if he had that Molotov or not.
That's
he could have thrown that immediately.
That was a pros don't fake situation. Mitch got beat 9-5 now. Double up still out for Wrath and Sin. Look at Nerdy. He's progressed pretty far. I don't know what happened there. Was there a communication breakdown at the A site that just let them run out? And was that a friendly op shot onto B? I think Sin just shot B. Effie's going to get it. There's a massive gap in that smoke, though. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty big.
This is a team that Launders play with some of their members, and Launders will kill you if you have that gap in that smoke. So I'm surprised they're throwing the smoke that way.
And that was like on the fly. That wasn't like a set smoke or anything because they were just going for a naked A hit. They threw it kind of
that's true. They did throw it while running up.
But Vault actually just wins that round straight up, super dominant. So they still end the half with 6 rounds. Certainly looked like they should have been able to get more. I mean, like I said, there were 3 rounds where actually they lost 4 rounds off defuses. So there was a lot of opportunities to make that maybe 10-5 in favor of Vault. So I mean, it was certainly a half that should have been a little bit better for Vault, but they still come out with 6 rounds, which is doable. They can win pistol, tied up 9-9. As long as they have a good CT side, they certainly could still win this series in 2 maps.
I mean, you come back to this a week later and look at this half on paper. Oh, 9-6, not bad, but that looked pretty brutal for Vault for a while there.
It's a pretty brutal second half to the first half for Vault.
Yes, and the first bit of this game was really only great because Vault upset B's Money Crew after the pistol, and that made them fall on hard times. But as soon as they got the double ops, well, actually they went for the double ops straight away and it didn't even work. But once they got that situated, it just was unstoppable.
Well, it was also a change in personnel and who had them too. It was B and Sin at first, and then it became Wrath and Sin. And those 2 certainly came up huge.
Oh my god, Rykar already. Deca tries to get out over to Tetris, but that's just putting some early pressure on A, and now they're flying into B. They were hoping that maybe Deca could have got them a little bit more, but it's not the case, and Vault now inspired here. Oh, okay, it's up to Sin. Thought he was nearly going to grab his 3rd kill. He got a quick 2. Can not even really think about getting the bomb down. Now he can as he kills Gramps and buys himself a little bit more space.
Okay, if he aces, you can say it.
Yeah, I will. I won't have to. Chat will be all over that. Sin dancing around the site. They're not going together. They're giving them these 1v1s. That was a bit sloppy. But
his crosshair looks so panicked and weird in that scenario, but I guess you can't blame him the way he was just getting swarmed. But he makes it work there, and so Vault do win the pistol. We'll make it 7-9. A good chance to tie this thing up now. They fall prey to the Force. And not the one from Star Wars, but the one of Tech 9s.
Honestly, the Tech 9s might be stronger. I don't know if even Darth Vader could have stopped those.
Yeah, that's true.
Stopped a
like
blaster.
A whole new side of the Force.
Stopped a shot from Han's blaster, but if Han had a Tech 9, someone would have died in that conference
Series
room.
1. Yeah. Wouldn't have had a trilogy.
Now we've got whatever 9 is called.
I have no idea.
There's got to be a word for it. What is 9? I can't even. Deca would be 10, like Decology or something, but what is 9? I'm looking it up.
Isn't just like anything a saga if it's more than a certain number or something?
There should still be a word for it though, because it's just
an
Greek root words.
enology, apparently. E-N-N-E-ology. That's so weird. Done.
All right. Nice.
Nice memes.
Was I even right on 10? Yeah, Dickology.
Got that. Max 7 from Mitch. Not even paying attention to him.
Heptology
Oh.
for Mitch. Just kidding. That's 7. All right, Vault breeze through these first 3 rounds pretty easily. Getting the last round of the half 2 makes it 4 in a row. And B's Money Crew on the T side. We'll see what they're all about getting into this next rifle.
Indeed. And see who takes the op for this team. They had a lot of FAMASas, though, so I feel like they have no choice but just to hold on to those. I'm surprised they went so FAMAS heavy. There wasn't a first-round bomb plant, am I right? So it seems like it was kind of weird they went straight for FAMASas so hard.
Yeah. I mean, it's Mirage, not a long range.
And Effie's going to opt this time. So, I mean, literally everyone's opt on this team at some point, I feel like, except for Nerdy. Really just floating that thing around. So odd. Don't really see that so often on teams at this level.
The what?
How much this op is moved around from player to player.
Oh, yeah. Wow, Gramps. Gramps, yeah, he got them both. He took someone out over at the B tunnels, and I think he pushed into underpass. Now he shows up big time with a third. Here's Daka, be like, all right, my team is dead. I'm going to make Vault pay. But no, he's not Sylvester Stallone.
Ramps, dude. Putting him in the nursing home.
Nice.
This
That was a good one.
did not need any nurse assistance there to find the bedpan.
Don't ruin it. You had a good thing going. Don't use it all at once. Now B's Money Crew, Tech 9's and some armor. Looks like they're going to go for a B play with B taking over at least some mid-control, spotting it a bit.
And there's 3 in the area, too, so this might get a little tough on B's Money Crew.
I love that the little legs that support that table break when you throw nades. It's like so random. There's Gramps with another 2.
On point.
Oh, nice nade. That stops Deca from planting, but it gets close to it. I think Vault would have liked. Boils down to a 2-on-2. Wrath has crossed over to the bench. They do know about that. Rarkar holding out in the market hallway. He falls. Now it's going to be up to Nerdy.
So
These guys are really low, but B does have an op, and, well, now the bomb is down. And did it go on top of the box?
I don't know, but now Nerdy's doing some crazy long con stuff, but that's at the mercy of letting B just plant and giving him so much time to move around to a new spot. I mean, Nerdy's taking his
walking
sweet time.
this too.
Yeah, dude. Taking forever. And B, as more time passes, B is aware that more spots are options. Does B have a nade? He does. So that could be the GG if he just throws the nade right.
Oh, if only the nade went over there. That was a free kill, but did he hear? He can't peek the window yet because of the fire! Oh no, that goes terribly wrong!
Oh my god. I thought he was going to die to the fire.
I mean, that flash did actually go off like the second he touched the bomb, so they might not have heard the defusing start.
True. Very true.
And then, you know, fire still burns.
Oh man, it does burn, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, I don't really know. I've never been burned that badly. But from what I've seen in movies,
Gramps,
it looks pretty painful.
Hard again. Going hard again. Pushed underpass. Looking for food, maybe?
I'm looking for food. I thought Mitch hit that for a second as he was falling out of the window, but that was his sniper support in Effie. Mitch takes down B. It's 4-on-3. The Money Crew scrambling.
Yeah, I mean, Vault's just been super aggro on these CT rounds, and it's been successful. These Money Crew is reeling from it all. They can't really respond to it properly. They're a man down, trying to go for some type of late execute at this point. With food at A ramp with the bomb, Deca coming from Palace, Sin at mid. Maybe you're going to try to come up connector.
Spotted on ticket. That's Nerdy. Wasn't able to bring down Food. Survives on 24 HP. So now into a 3-on-3 and another somewhat close round. Bomb going down. Deca covering CT spawn. Support coming in there. Actually, 2 players for Vault going to go up CT. That's going to be Mitch and Effie. Rarkar still at jungle. And wow, that neither attack works out. BMC winning both of those one-on-ones. Deca and Food. Now Effie might have to just back out of this. Throws that Molotov. Yeah. Deca almost dies to it. 8 HP, but Effie's running away and saving his gun.
SOB's Money Crew finding their first round of the half, actually. Final rounds have been close, too, so actually had tapped in the Vault's money quite a bit. Vault still could get a buyout, though, no doubt about it, but they are running pretty low. BMC, though, on the other hand, has to rebuy 3 players, and they could get their money reset. So, really, money is an issue for both teams at this point going forward. This is a really important round to kind of determine who's going to take a decent lead the next few rounds.
Yeah, it's pretty much B's Money Crew, their way to get back into this, take the lead, or Vault to really put some distance between them and B's Money Crew in the late rounds here of this second half. Into round 22 right now. Effie will be the op player. Wrath has worked very far up cat. Window not even smoked. That smoke actually looks like it missed, which is surprising to see at this level of play, but sometimes it does happen. B kills Nerdy, so he starts him off great anyways. And Deca, like he's been doing, lurking at A ramp about every round. B got one out of Palace, it looks like.
A good start to the round here for BMC to get that opening pick onto Nerdy. See if they're looking to split A now. They have Wrath already up connected in pretty good ways. Deca and B also coming up now, be able to pick up Rarkar. So this is looking pretty good for BMC. Effie does get 1 kill there with the op. Grant's beginning to rotate, but still not committed just yet. So a lot up to Mitch. He's smoked off. Or not, he'll just push through it. Gets the bomb down temporarily, and Effie catches a big kill there. So now it's a 2-on-2. This is winnable all of a sudden for Vault.
Yeah, Deca trying to plant. What does Gramps have? He had an incendiary. I'm surprised he didn't throw his. Then they can still drop one behind Firebox. That one obviously went in front. And that can try to deal. Oh, that goes on to. Was onto the bomb really necessary?
Maybe they thought someone was behind triple.
Yeah. That's
As it
kind of
stands,
weird.
though, this is going to be hard now to deal with.
Yeah, B's in such a good spot. Started the round off here, and it might just end it there. It actually comes down to Deca behind Firebox, which I'm so surprised that was not mollied.
Yeah, that's very true. With 2, you would think one of them would go there at some point, yeah. And now all of a sudden the defense here from Vault has slowed down. Lost the last 2 in a row. It's tied back up 11 all, and Vault's money has dried up.
Because of all that fire.
Gramps has run out of Social Security, man. It's gone.
Poor Gramps. That's sad.
I just got to ease him in there every now and then, you know.
I don't know. I'm still pretty bothered that no one threw Molotov into the firebox. Like, it's called Firebox.
Isn't that because their box had fire decals on it in the old version of Mirage, though?
Yeah, I mean, that goes all the way back to 1.6 because it just had fire decals on the boxes. But still, man, you got to throw fire there. You watch these European teams play, like, no matter the retake situation, if they got a Molotov, it's going behind Firebox if the people are unknown 100% of the time. Usually a molly and a nade on every single A retake.
That probably would have won on the round, too. I mean, they still had to worry about B and Palace, which is kind of a tough post-plant position to deal with, but certainly did hurt.
Yeah, I see you, Wheeze, AHD, Rip, Strike, Rip, 1.6. CPL Strike was the shit.
Indeed. I do kind of like, didn't Strike have the underground passageway, though, at B instead of upper B?
Yeah, I think, yeah, B sites.
That's the
maybe
one thing I do
improved.
actually like about Mirage more than Strike is the upper B path instead of underground path.
And it was called Jail because there were actually bars across the back and bench, and you couldn't get through one side. It also didn't have the columns in B site, which I actually preferred more. I kind of don't like the way the columns set things up.
Basically, I liked Mirage the way it was back in 2012, 2013 for this game.
This isn't so bad though, as remakes go.
No, I mean Mirage is fine. It's got a nice theme now, although it kind of clashes with Dust 2 a little bit, being in the desert.
We are in now round number 24. Vault down a round at this point, but they're back to a full buy, but they do not have an op this time. Nerdy, though, getting super aggro up mid. He's going to have none other than Gramps right there beside him. So they have a lot of emphasis on mid, which means they're going to have a quick rotate up connector. So 4 people will be at A pretty fast for Vault once the execute starts pouring in. And Rarker actually does get a kill as well, so that helps kind of slow things down a bit and let Vault further get in position. They actually even get the bomb down temporarily. It's actually looking really good for Vault.
All right, they know someone's at Firebox this time. Gramps is having some trouble because there's a lot of fire on him as well. No respect to the elderly right now. Oh, Effie shooting at some feet, does some damage, and there was even another smoke down there that I didn't notice. He probably didn't either. Still got the damage in. 3-on-3 retake, and not so much utility. Not any utility that can damage at least. Some smokes and everything are going down. Oh my gosh, the jumping accuracy on these M4s is absolutely ludicrous.
Effie gets the job done. Hat trick on the round. The jumping around Firebox is pretty ridiculous, but his other 2 kills were really on point. The smart play, the way he kind of tapped the bomb, got back out the smoke, killed the sandwich player. This really good stuff there. And so Vault do tie it right back up at 12 all. Still plenty of money for BMC, though. They really pulled up a lot winning those last 3 rounds in a row. And when they won those rounds, I mean, like the last one they won was actually one where they didn't lose any players, so didn't have to do any rebuying. Mitchell now op again, though, which was kind of the guy we saw using it the majority of the time on Cobble. Gonna take an upper B.
Rarkar's gone in for the P90, and while Mitch will lose out, Sin gets there first, hits that shot, and the possibilities now open up for B's money crew. B's still lurking himself over here at Palace. He's pretty much here on the A takes and every other round if he's just a lurk to hold people on A site.
That's actually funny. That's like the first time I've really seen BMC take an op upper B, which just so happened to sync up with the first time Vault took an op upper B. So kind of funny how that all worked out.
We'll see Rarkar with that P90 playing up on the porch. I think that noise he made as he dropped was going to be heard by B, so he should have some idea of where to look. And they're a man down. They're trying to make an aggressive play, maybe catch some people throwing smokes. And food gets them, and Deca also there helping out. I like the idea for Vault, but it doesn't pan out for him.
Oh, and Nerdy gets his caught running with a flash out. So, I mean, nothing really went Vault's way this time. So, Gramps could go pick up that op from his fallen comrade at upper B and carry that over to the next round. But not doing so for some reason. Kind of odd.
He should be all right. I guess they expect you to save there, so he's going to try to play this a little differently. Check out his money. It's not good, $400.
They're still going to check bench, though, right? I mean,
maybe they might not. Well, they'll check this part, yeah. I guess he was hoping for one person and that he could win out on the trade or the fight there, but of course he loses it, so nothing saved.
And their money gets reset.
They are tragically poor.
At 3's looking pretty likely at this point, Joey.
It really is.
Likely.
I should have made coffee before this started. 13-12. B's money crew with the lead. And, well, CT sided affair on both Cobble and Mirage. Expected a little bit more on Mirage, though. But B's money crew, of course, will have to close it out on T side, which will mean 3 more rounds. If they can do it. Should get themselves out to... It's going to be a very awkward round 27. Vault are going to have to think really hard about what they want to buy in not this round, but the next one. Because B's money crew could get out to 14 or 15 for free, pretty much.
I mean, when they've been most successful, it's mostly just been off of like 5 rifling and getting aggressive, like at underpass and pushing mid and things of that nature has been like where they've really shined. They've played more passive setups. They've really struggled. They haven't done anything with an op, and even just defending the A bomb site in general, they've really had problems doing that. So I think those are some of the things you got to talk about in this moment. Trying to think what they could do. Let's see. Trying to think like with their spawn, if there's anything I can think of that would be reasonable. Maybe try to push Palace since Mitch has kind of a spawn to do that. Do something crafty.
Well, they ought to know they're going to find B. B's there alone most of the time, so maybe pushing Palace wouldn't be the worst idea. He's not usually, even when they do go A, he's usually Palace
Nerdy
alone.
and Mitch could both do it. They both have spawns to jump up together and try to trade out, and Palace grab a gun, and then if you can just hold that spot, maybe you can make a play on this eco round, so we'll see.
Yeah, and I guess it is an eco round, so it makes sense, because, I mean, likely it goes 1-for-1, and then the terrorists are still ahead.
Actually push connector. Kind of go for an all-out mid push.
Yeah, they're going very quick up.
They're all sitting back waiting for this, though, over on
oh my gosh, B gets dinked instantaneously. Here's Wrath, who's letting his wrath out upon the CTs of Vault.
What a read from BMC, right?
Yeah,
man?
wow.
Like just everyone was waiting back mid for that. That's insane.
And I kind of doubt that didn't take that much time to come up with for Vault. They certainly talked about what they wanted to do on this round, and this is the harder rounds. Yeah, they're gonna force with all FAMAS's very limited utility. If they lose this round, it's pretty much lights out.
I thought
for
they had
Vault.
to do something similar. They have to be aggressive. Okay, I'm gonna send Gramps up with the smoke, but the kids are on his front lawn and they're gonna put him out.
Rarkar is able to get one out of connector. I mean, what? One dropped out of window, one was in window. Man on cat, man in connector here for Vault. So big mid presence. Bomb shifting around back over to A. An important battle has just been lost by Mitch. Food takes him out, and now B's Money Crew got to be feeling really good about things here. Gonna get this over to Dust 2. That is the third map.
Getting destroyed. I mean, it was looking really good for them. A couple of different moments, like the beginning of the first half, they looked really good up 5-1 from their T side. That kind of dwindled away. Then here in this half, they won the first 5 rounds in a row, actually taking the lead back. They were at that point up, what, like 11-7, something like that. Be 11-9 actually. They had great starts to halves, but eventually they just kind of faded out. Really was the story of both halves this game. Now they're forced to just make do with far less than what they had last time around. A couple of scouts and some upgraded pistols, so this is gonna be a struggle.
Yeah, it won't be an easy one here for Vault. 2 scouts, though. I mean, who knows what can happen with the scouts. Once again, they're trying to push up middle. It's a different person this time. It's Nerdy that goes up. He gets brought down immediately. B takes him out. Sin still opping and trying to deal with it was Mitch pushing off at the catwalk. Mitch will fall back actually for free. Landed some shots with the Deagle even. But Nerdy and Rarkar have fallen.
Yeah, this is pretty much in the books, Joey. Gramps has a miracle.
Tagged him with the
Not gonna
scout,
happen.
but it wasn't enough.
So we will see a map 3 here to determine who will get that Pro League spot. Again, that is what's on the line. Whoever wins here tonight does have a spot in the opening Pro League bracket, which takes place on Thursday, is when that bracket begins. For a chance to qualify for LAN. Loser moves down to lower bracket. We'll have to win a best-of-1 tomorrow to try to get slot number 2. So we'll take a quick break here. When we get back, we will finish off tonight with map 3, which will in fact be Dust 2 to settle the score. Let's see who's going to get that Pro League spot first.